So let's sort of focus on privacy threats in the context of tracking information or online information. Somebody tracks your activities that you do online. Okay, so tracking essentially is collection of information about the activities that you do online. So a threat is collection of such information. Okay, the process, this act of tracking what you do. If they do it with your consent, that's one thing. But doing it without your consent, obviously, that many of us will view is invasion of our privacy. Okay, so one threat is we without consent, doing this without consent. If they have collected this information, how can they use? Did I agree to this specific use that they have in mind? If I had not agreed to it, or this was not sort of revealed to me, well, that's a threat to my privacy. How long can they keep some information that I agreed they can collect about me? Okay, so we're talking tracking information. You visited a certain website, you search for certain results. How long do they keep this information? Who do they share this information with? Maybe this information has some value associated because it sort of describes me, what I do, what my preferences may be, and things like that. So they can actually sell it to somebody else. And if they're selling it to somebody else, did I agree to it? Are these parties that I had authorized or I had given consent that the sharing is okay with me? Or do they do it without my knowledge? If they do it without my knowledge, of course, that's another privacy threat because my information then gets to somebody else that I had no idea that they would be able to gain access to it. So I may actually specify what they can collect and who they can share it with and how long they can retain. And so that's what constitutes, we're going to see an example, sort of a privacy policy that we agree to. But what if the policy changes actually? Okay? So information collected by me, actually they change it to a more lax policy. Then, and they don't ask me to agree to it, then they will be able to do things that they were not able to do before. And they were not able to do those things before because I hadn't agreed to it, to them. So now by changing the policy, they basically can get around that requirement that, I give explicit consent. And that's a threat. If privacy policies can be changed anytime without, informing me and getting my consent, then that's a threat to my privacy. And finally, sort of information security, this is what we've been talking about. They collect all this information. What if they have a breach? A bad guy walks away with all this information. They didn't explicitly share it with the bad guy. They were trying to sort of respect my privacy and only share it with whoever I had agreed to. But bad guys, they don't care about consent and agreement. The reason they're able to breach and gain access to this information that's private is because maybe my information security was not what it should be. Maybe I didn't have good identity and access management, didn't have good monitoring in place, and various other threats. So if they're going to collect this information and in good faith going to try to use it the way you agree that they be able to use it, well, they still have to protect it from the bad guys. And if they don't, that is a privacy threat.